Yeah, right now I'm standing in the downtown plaza. It's usually a vibrant place where people come, hang out in the park, have picnics. There's a lot of shopping centers here, but it's been turned into a memorial. I want to take a step out so you can see behind me here as the community is gathering. There are 21 crosses, each with the name of the 19 children and 2 educators who were killed here on Tuesday. A press conference was held earlier today to answer a lot of the questions that many have, and one of the biggest takeaways was that this school shooter was not confronted by a school resource officer. It was earlier reported that there was an officer who confronted that shooter before he entered the school, but that turns out not to be the case. That shooter entered through an unlocked door, and that's according to the Texas Department of Public Safety. We're also learning more details into the timeline on this deadly mass shooting. Just blocks from Robb Elementary School, the terror began with that 18-year-old shooting his grandmother in the face. And earlier today, we were able to catch up with a neighbor across the street who opened his door to see the wounded grandmother.
Well, I heard the bullets going, and I was standing right in front, and I saw him take off. He didn't know how to drive, so he couldn't even get it out of the park. Somehow he got it and took off. The door was open. They don't ever leave the door open. And then the lady came out with blood all over her. My wife took her in and took her to the back because we could hear bullets flying back there. And we tried to shield her by taking her in the back of our house. And we called EMS and police. They were here. It didn't take very long. Took her away.
Have you ever seen any trouble at the house with him? Or
no, no problems. Well, he was a loner. He walked around there with a phone, and then mostly stayed inside.
And as you heard, he did say that that shooter was a loner. People I spoke to in the community said the same thing. They said they never seen him hanging around. That the shooter eventually took a vehicle, drove it into a ditch before making his way to the elementary school, even shooting at some witnesses from a nearby funeral home. We are told that the reason why police didn't go in was because they were being shot at. Take a listen.
Officers are there, the initial officers, they receive gunfire. They don't make entry initially because of the gunfire they're receiving. But we have officers calling for additional resources.
And additional resources did eventually come in the form of Border Patrol agents who were able to make their way inside and take down that shooter, but only after an hour. So it took an hour before they were able to get inside. And many, of course, they are happy that the shooter was taken down and more children weren't killed. But a lot of parents and a lot of community members are angry as to, again, why didn't they get in there sooner? The police did arrive to the school within 4 minutes. So there are certainly a lot of grief and a lot of anger here. But that's why the community is coming together before they're getting answers from the police department and getting answers from government officials. They're gathering to make sure that they have each other's backs. Even right now, just putting up these balloons here as another sign of solidarity. That maroon color is the sign of the town. We'll send it back to you guys.
Pedro, it is hard to imagine 1 hour under siege for those students and their teachers. We've heard that President Biden's going to visit the area. Any details on that yet?
Yeah, so he is planning to visit. On Sunday, we are told that he will be here with First Lady Dr. Jill Biden, all to grieve with the community. They have not given out any specific details on if he does plan to meet with certain government officials and discuss policy, but we do know the president will be here on Sunday.
Pedro, I can't imagine what it's like out there speaking with the families. Thank you. We'll check in with you later in the hour and throughout the evening at KTLA.